She makes sure that whenever I'm in the refrigerator, I tell her exactly what I'm going to do. I think somebody needs to.
That's right.
What's that?
Yeah. Everybody's here, right?
Well, there's lots of This was about where it was 8 years ago.
Are you undecided?
I was going to Cali and then trying to get
I was going to say that we're not going to sticker. I'm not going to
Okay, so they're right here in the middle by this post.
Were you in with the people over here too?
Yeah, but I said something like that.
Yeah, right over there on the corner. I didn't know if you knew them. Yeah, I'm down in the middle. Okay, I'll catch you later.
John, you taking the new somebody that appreciates trying to do something passport, you know. All right.
That little girl is taking them over there. There's the burgers.
Nobody else? Good. You guys knocked it out well then. Good job.
Is there going to be a riot in a minute when they cut it off and they don't let anybody else in?
Change it later, but
That's good.
And sign? And they just sign on the yellow sheet so we can compare them?
I've been registered now. Okay, that's I voted No, you're fine. I'm sorry. Do you have more pins, Liz?
New registration or change of address? New registration? Just give me this and then you can get it. There you go. Yeah, maybe. Same thing. Just hand me that and then you'll sign on anyone.
anybody that's not registered voters, go ask them.
She's not on there. You have to fill out a form over here.
It's outside. Crazy.
You see where they're going?
This is just fantastic turnout. So
So what are you taking down?
I'm sorry.
A for attendant. I think E-L-E-I-G-H.
Really?
A for attendant, and then our plan is A. Yep. Name, address, and your email.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what I'm going on.
For the Democratic Party. Okay. O'Malley. Yep. Precinct 43. I know that. Okay, no, I mean, I can't do anything. Some R's. M-O, the bottom line of here.
Your name. Your last name.
M-O.
Can you spell it?
B-A-R-N-H-I-M-O. There's probably three. The last of the alphabet that I have. I've got M.
She's not on there, but she should be.
The first part of M.
Okay, bud.
This is her sister. Here, Alicia, give me yours.
Anything up to M-O.
You have to sign.
S-C-H what? I got S-C-H-A is, no, I don't have. It's not on there. That's right.
Yeah. So you have
Okay.
to sign this.
Ran out of the forms. Looks like you want to come over here. See, there's the most third one. Fill out as much of this. Write it on.
We've got a form that I had her hold on to. Hold on.
Over there, fill out a form. I'm sorry. Okay. I've got Barkley, Morgan, Nelson, Peterson.
Go back to what you were doing. Here is a template you can use that's blank.
Okay.
And just have people fill out the information on the blank sheet of paper.
How much? Mostly up until the signature too, right? I'm not going to be able to get all of those people to do that unless you want separate sheets on all of them.
Yeah, separate sheets. I have to have that. Yeah, otherwise I don't have a valid registration. Another tablet of paper? I might. We'll see what happens. I'm hopeful we don't.
Are we able to just have them sign if they want to do it online? What do we do if we
What?
Are we able to have them sign?
There is no online option. I have to have a sheet.
Thought the wife said
the problem is that I think it would create more confusion and moving around. I agree. The only other thing we could do is we could open up the door here and funnel the A's and everybody else that way. But I don't know if that's going to help much. They still have to get through the lines and. No, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. It's just this is the way it is at each of the locations. It's absolutely crazy for the number of people who have shown up. Pretty fantastic. Yeah. Yep. So we just have to get through it, and then we'll see how many we have. Just looking at it, I think we're exceeding 2008.
How about my firewood? What happened?
Let's not talk about that. It says 1700 kitchen. That's a room number, but.
Hey, Drew, I'm just going to let everybody that's still in line register that can come in.
Thank you. I have somebody at the end of the line.
And you're out of voter registration cards.
I know.
So we'll just write it down.
I've called for more and they said no.
Okay, is there any one area you're saying? He's busy. He's busy for a second.
Yes, I have the uncommitted over here, but then we had to do more with the registration tables, so we've got a temporary registration for unregistered voters to try and relieve some of this strain. Will be.
Okay.
Yes. We may actually move it. I don't know what these folks are. Oh, you have access to a copy machine?
Yeah, are there any anything else you want us to copy and we'll get that done?
No.
You don't have any blanks?
All I have are, excuse me.
If you get more, that'd be great. Can you make copies?
Not hardly great. You hand it to this gentleman who's collecting the form?
Yes, right here. And then you just sign your name down here.
It is. I've got to figure out what our numbers are. Yeah. Good. Just eyeballing it, I think we're above the 2008 number.
Was that a big year?
It was over 300. It was a huge year.
Go ahead and fill that out.
I know. I just put the guy out at the end of the line because we have to close the line. I don't know if he has, but my guess is yes. That's too bad. But you had to be in line at 7 o'clock. Yeah, otherwise we'd be here forever. It depends on the precinct. Depends on the precinct. Yeah, well, I just had somebody ask me about uncommitted.
Do you know where the Republicans are for this precinct? Okay, so give me your form. You've already voted then?
No. This is not voting. No. Okay. And we're out of this form here. So at a minimum, what I need you to do is put your name, address, phone number, and signature on this because I can't have you fill that out. If you want to answer the rest of the questions, you can. But need to write it on there. Else is optional. Last name, bubble, A for attendance, and then your copy's choice. If you know.
The candidate. No, it's not.
Yep, and then candidate or uncommitted.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think that's yours, but I'll take it.
No, it's right over here.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Anybody need a television sticker?
Address, phone number.
Signature. Just give me that mark. Okay, thank you. So sign next to your name.
Okay.
You're good. Thank you for your we have Diggs, D-I-G-G-S. Okay. So, would you follow across? Yay. If you want, I'd email you. Do your attendees, so you need to and then next to that, you can't choose or undecided okay, sign next to your name if you know. Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. Sorry. That's okay. And then your attendees will fill that bubble in, and then your candidate of choice.
Last name A to G. G. Right here. It's here. Anyone's last name A to G? Yes.
That's it.
Thank you.
There you go. Sign your name. And they put an email if you want, and then you need to fill in the A that you're an attendee. Yeah, I know, but who's and then your candidate of choice walking in or undecided.
There I am. I see me.
Johnson.
Right here. You have to sign.
See your name? Right here. Okay, sign next to that. Follow across. Email if you want.
Attendee.
Attendee for the A. And then candidate if you. Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. I don't know. What do I do? You're an attendee tonight. And then, that's okay. And then you're filling out if you want to be uncommitted or you want to identify.
Hey.
Thank you so much for your help.
There.
Your last name?
Ballard,
Okay, just slide right over here. She said she was A through G.
Get to move up because it's S3C. Winning.
No, I voted here last time.
Step over here and just fill out.
A is in the A-S-I-L-J-A-C. Yeah,
kids?
children.
No,
Children, they don't live here anymore.
Yeah.
You just sign a paper.
Are you Democrat? Yes. Or were you independent? You guys are independent. Well, this has got to be maddening.
I'm registered voters over here. I'm registered voter here. Sorry, but this is not participate, okay?
Sorry about that. I'm some. How are you? I know, Commissioner. I saw your name on here. Okay. Yes, well.
Economics, you know, it's the same thing. You just put the template, you just put standard template.
Yeah, exactly. It's like something someone would do.
Is the line still way out? All out the door? Yeah, it was weird walking here with people walking. We're like, it's like Halloween almost, you know? Or it's like Europe almost. Yeah.
All right,
Right. You never know. All right. What do you mean?
I'm literally across the street. Oh, no. Like outside these doors. So, yeah. You ever want to throw eggs in a house?
And we'll keep you in mind. Thanks. All right.
ready to sit on the floor.
Yeah, the camera's right on you.
Hey, look, baby girl. There it is.
Caucus baby.
She's the one who's gonna win it for Bernie.
The last time I was here, I was saying he was 3 months old and he was at home.
I need to know, is there anybody in the room who has a birthday of September 5? September 5. September 5th? Anyone? Birthday of September 5th. Anyone? September 6th. September 7th. September 8th. And not my children. September 9th. We have a winner? Thank you.
No. Well, seriously. I'm the last person.
If you could just fill this out for
I don't
us
even
before we get
know
started.
what party I am.
That's okay. This is the Democratic precinct, just so you know.
And I don't know my readers either.
Okay. Get somebody to help you.
Okay. What do I have
It's
to
just
do?
a matter of read the instructions and then open, and there's a survey inside.
This is hysterical. Okay. Okay.
It's just the way they wanted us to do it.
Okay,
But this
that's
is a
fine.
Rutgers survey,
Okay.
right? So it's just to get some information and data about the caucus. And I think it's a really cool thing. So, and other people will be able to do it too. But as soon as you're done, if you could bring that to me, I'll be wandering or up at the head table. Thank you very much. Nothing now. How you doing, Tracy?
I'm going to send that to Paul and Eileen. Oh, hello.
Are we having fun yet?
Yeah, always.
This is awesome. This is
You know
fantastic.
what? I cracked the door there and talked to a custodian about cracking some windows. It's just hot and blazing in here.
There's so many people.
I know.
Yeah.
You see the hallway line.
I think it's getting down.
So why did you want to know about this?
There's a survey from Drake and Rutgers that they want to have filled out. And so that's what that was all about. We were supposed to find the person with the birthday closest to that. Everybody's going to be welcome to fill out that survey online, but there was only one to be handed out.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. All right.
All right.
C-A-R-R-O-L. Okay.
Last name B-A-T-Y.
Beatty.
That's right.
Okay, Carol Beatty.
You should like more on it.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Here, aren't you
You're the only one.
to get the name on the ballot? Okay. So we're low.
What's your name?
If you want the other people, I've got them all written down over here.
We're doing a great job. Everybody's sticking with us. If anybody needs to use the bathroom, now's the time, because once this gets started, I can't have you leave. Does that make sense? We're electing the next president of the United States. So we need all of you. single one of you to participate tonight. We need your vote to count, so we need you to stay in your seats, okay? I'm sorry, I know it's incredibly hot, it's really uncomfortable, but this is really important work. Does anybody want to do the caucus math with us? If you do, we've got some math worksheets. Otherwise, we trust you guys. Trust me to do it? Okay. We'll trust you. Oh, it's real easy. It's just based on the total count and how many we have. It's real easy. It's fun. I'll get some sheets.
I was
Try another one of these.
I just want to do small things. One, if you registered at the door today, okay, if you registered at the door today and did not fill out a registration form, you need to do that right now. Okay? If you didn't fill out a registration form, we cannot count you. So if you want to count, make sure I have your registration form. All right? If you have any questions about that, go to the table. But if you did not fill out the registration form, we cannot count you.
It determines the total count. Otherwise,
well, I just know you raise your hand, so I'm wondering how you keep track of all these people if they're whether they registered or signed or not.
If we have an odd number that doesn't correspond with what we count, then we're going to have to help. Yep.
because when you have a lawyer running it, it's not only a felony, but it's an unprofessional practice.
All right. Big room tonight. Big room.
Did everybody hear my announcement? If you did not fill out a registration form, you need to make sure and do that. Otherwise, your vote will not count.
can kind of aim with.
HGOD is on the far left. H to MO right here. And then MO to Z. Come on in, folks. Last name, Z. Bar line. Last name, V. Bar line. R. Okay, move right on up. Observer. You can come right around here to the back side of this blue column.
Okay, Solowski. You Solowski.
Right here. You get to move right
Yes.
up. Yes, move right up. Good job. They're done. That is it. Are you folks part of this caucus? Are you folks part of this caucus? Okay, we're going to close the doors. Which may hurt, but we have to do it. It's warm in here.
Okay, is anybody else in this midsection of Hillary's? You got anybody guys? They're just observers? What? You know what? You're undecided? Okay, so you need to sit in these right here. Undecided or? Yep. There should be some seats right here.
Well, they're taken over by the Bernie folks.
I know, that's supposed to be the undecideds. Okay, you want to go talk to the undecideds?
I've tried.
You guys with Hillary? You guys with Hillary?
Nobody.
Just when we get ready to count, if you stay on this side.
Oh.
Thank you for being here. You guys want to sit on the floor? I got some spots on the floor.
Awesome. I want to hear all of
Yeah, we got plenty of floor spots if anybody wants to be on the floor. Brian, you need a sticker? You need a stick? You guys want to sit on, anybody want to sit on the floor? We have a lot of space in the front. Want to sit in the front? Right here, you guys. Sorry, I hate to put you on the floor, but I want you to be part of our group. Thanks for joining us. You want a word search, a donkey dot to dot, or a hidden puzzle? We've got lots of stuff for you guys.
Just sit straight down.
Just sit straight down. I'm sorry, it's not the best. We're just glad you're here. Stay with us.
I'm good.
Good. Anybody else want to sit on the floor? Anybody want to sit on the floor? I apologize.
Not your fault.
I know.
No place.
It's called popularity.
I don't know where there's any chairs. I can't tell who's ahead here. Can you?
I think it's close.
Can we go talk to the O'Malleys?
They're out.
They're out?
They weren't sending me any. Yeah, good luck. If you have paper, just have them fill out the information on a sheet of paper. Yeah. All right.
Think of the long game. Think of the long game.
Can you help me start
Okay.
counting the,
Think of the long game.
forms we have, the sheets, individual sheets?
Women in the White House. Think of all your girls. Think of all your girls.
I'm going to have them start doing that. They're just finishing.
So you did this, right? And you did this?
No.
We need to put, so we don't have any more of these?
No, we've got the new ones. We've got the new ones. They just make copies.
Fantastic. Thank you. All right, so I need if I can get some additional help, we need to count the people who are registered.
Off of these?
Yes.
Are we done?
We are done.
Nobody else is coming in?
Nobody else is coming in.
All right.
Count all the days people signed in. I want to know who all signed in.
Okay, write it down.
Please.
Got it. It's not in order, but I'll just count for each letter.
I just want a total number count.
Okay, I don't care. It's not in order, just days.
Sanders were president, he would say, no, EPA, we're going to crack down anytime there's violation.
Is he going to be able to take, like, do it in the end, I guess?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he's 100% electable because it's about a movement of people and it's this passion.
I like it.
I
like it. That's what's getting me. Like I say, I've got my heart and I've got my head. You know, and it's like, it's like, I feel like Bernie, I want to live in the world that Bernie can come into Congress and kick butt and take names and get stuff done.
But then it's also
I'm
you're
just
working
not
with
sure
like
that that's
the Republican, getting it really done.
But as this kid over here was saying, though, that Bernie has been, he's been in the Senate for 29 years.
Yeah, and he's marched with
Yeah.
Martin Luther King. I mean, he has always been on the side of movements. He's been on the side of this is what the people need. I'm not going to be working for big corporations. I just know that in my personal experience with like my debt, my student loan debt, and with the cost of health care, that I would benefit from Bernie. And I think I definitely would. If they want to go to college for free, they would.
I think he would too. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know if he can get it done.
She knows the reality of continuing in the process.
We'll be able to proceed. So we're counting up all the people who have registered here today and the registered voters who showed up so that we'll have a total number to be able to proceed. That's where we are. It won't be much longer. So if you can do me a favor, if you are with a preference group at this point, Clinton over here, Sanders over here. Hold it down. I need to get through this. I'll try it one more time in case people didn't hear me. Clinton over here, Sanders over here, O'Malley over there. Uncommitted can be right here. All right? And with this many people, I imagine there's a fair number of you.
There's not that many.
I'm trying to get a start on the divide just in case we do divide. But you don't have to move. It'll just be easier if we do it now. I will move. Sorry. Because it really doesn't matter much until we really get rolling.
And there would Okay, so you had I didn't need to count 95 people mentally. These are not in order. You don't care, do you?
That'll be there.
Okay, I've got a number. I've got it all coming over here. We just have hers left, right?
Bubbling. Are you just doing the signatures?
No, I'm checking the bubbles.
Some people didn't bubble.
Yeah, I know. I did kind of both. How many does she have total?
She's getting
Okay. Okay, good.
Where do you want us to start counting?
We are getting the count.
Okay.
I don't have a paper count. We have 122.
Excuse me. That's awesome. So 122 registrations.
You can put it right here.
I did them separately.
I am ready. What's her number?
9, 12.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving you a lot of the 9, 12, 4.
Back here on this table for me so that I have those
16.
later.
No, we got more.
14. 16. 9. 18. And 8.
All right, 12, 2. 322. Drew. 322.
Wow.
Oh.
466.
446. 322 and 124. Right?
Okay, now do these just be unsorted like this?
Yes, but I need to have them corralled so that they don't walk.
Okay, I got them.
Excuse me, do you
I
want
have
these here?
446. I have 124 plus 322.
These, and then I have these copies.
124. Got it. Is that right?
Wait, what is it?
Drew, what do you want with these?
446. It's 446. Come on.
All right, so what we need to do is corral these. Maybe we can just take them all up front. Thank you.
Okay. Do you want me to put them in order?
No.
Why these two?
If I right, it might be more like
Okay. So you don't mean to put that's it?
I think that's it. All right, so let's put the absentee ballot forms.
Tell me what to do, Drew. You don't need to be doing all this.
Excuse me? Why don't you just come up with me and I'll show you what the total is, and then we can start going from there. Well, and we will do that. I just want to give you guys a total. Where's the O'Malley?
You want me to grab somebody from the O'Malley camp?
Yeah, what's his name? Craig, is it?
Craig.
Greg?
Rick Miller. Rick Miller. Rick!
Come on up.
All right, coming in.
Okay.
Coming in. I just want you to talk to me, so come in close. All right.
So looking at the totals we have, new registrations of 124, we have registered voters of 322 for a total of 446, which seems
About right to me. Is that an acceptable number in your minds?
Sounds about right to me too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so
We
hard to
counted the
tell.
forms. We counted the forms. Everybody that signed in.
And I was approximating that much in my head.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay.
So
yeah.
we're comfortable with that as a total?
We're gonna do a count. We'll do a stand up.
Well, we're going to end up doing a preference group, and then when we compare the numbers, if they come off funky, then we're going to tell people you got a problem.
Yep.
So this is the number we're going to operate off.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You all agree?
And now you want us to go and count our...
Not yet. Not yet. We're going to get the meeting started.
Are those more?
No. This is just sign up.
What are the announcements? Have they said yet?
So we got a total count of 446. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to count one. I think it's probably better.
Excuse me.
We're getting close to 15.
Back up there. The room. Thank you.
No, those need to be added. Those need to be added to it because the other pile of 2024 is already in there.
How many 151 total now. Now these I'm not counting because they didn't
Put anything else on it. Yeah, you're just counting the ones that have the full registration.
Okay.
Now they can have an opportunity if they want to. They have an opportunity. Someone can come out and
Yes.
That's it.
Hold up, Elizabeth. Hold up. Okay, we have several people who filled out these forms who are not. Well, maybe they didn't complete these forms.
Okay,
So,
who else do I need to call at the names?
well, I'm just saying that's
your
what we
mic
need
work?
to do. There is no mic for this one.
what
So
about
I can call them out. It's for C-SPAN. So I will call them
So
out.
we've got some people who didn't fill out their forms correctly. Will that add to our numbers?
All right, I need your attention, please. Everybody, I need you to listen. This is very important. I have a few sheets of paper here where people may not have completed their registration. All right? So, I'm going to call these names.
Drew, do you want to introduce yourself? They don't know who you are.
I'm Drew Gensch. I'm the precinct chair, temporary chair, that is. I need to make sure that these folks are properly registered. So if you are already registered and signed in and this is just a volunteer sheet that you filled out, let me know that. If you are a new registration, I need you to come up and finish this form for me.
We didn't have any.
I understand.
So this is the form.
No, I just need them to complete the information. Thank
They aren't going to know what they're supposed to complete.
you. I'll know. Just give me one.
All right.
All good.
All right, so here we go. Micah Bascom. Micah Bascom.
Right there.
Oh, actually, let me see if I can get more of those. She's got more of them. Dawn? Dawn, I'll take those forms. Kennedy Fitzjunker? That sound anything close to anybody's name? Okay, she needs to come forward and fill out a form.
Okay. Up here at the front. So Drew, this was my error.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just turn around and here,
There's some more
have them fill
forms
these out.
up front, just going up to
No,
the table.
she can do it in back too.
Or
That's
you
fine.
do
I just
back.
need it back right away.
Okay.
Lillian Browning. Lillian Browning. Sherry Hall. Sherry Hall.
Yes.
Sherry Hall.
Sherry Hall.
Brad Kalina. Brad Kalina.
Maybe over here.
Carly Kalina. Meredith Lee.
L-E-I-G-H. Meredith.
Meredith Lee. Ah, there you go. Was it Lee? Lisa Hakamoto.
She's coming. She's coming.
Awesome.
She's right there.
Oh my God.
Jessica Mazer. Jessica.
I'm registered.
You are registered, so we don't need that.
I am registered, yeah.
Good. Julie Gilson. Julie Gilson.
Thank you very much.
Are you going to do your
I got a card in the mail.
Did you?
This is my caucus place.
Okay.
My husband was registered, but I don't know why I wasn't on it.
Okay, you weren't on the registration, so you'll just need to finish filling out one of these real quickly.
Okay.
I don't need to see an ID.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, one last time for Sherry Hall. Sherry Hall. Sherry Hall. If you're here, Sherry, I need to see you.
Do you know who that is? Who is it? Batman? Yeah, thank you.
What do you say?
You know whose that is? This is my grandson Jackson. He likes the Batman too.
Thank you very much. I got three. There's two more coming here, three more coming there.
I'll have you hand them to me all at once so we have one number. If you would.
I'm good with that.
Thank you very much. No, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Just want to make sure we count.
Are these two of them here?
That's two different ones, yep.
We can get rid of this thing.
Somebody's here. There was somebody that was here before 7, but she didn't sign in because she thought somebody in her group had filled her. She was an observer. So we can't include her, right?
All right, so I think we're done.
Okay, that's what I told her, but I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you bet. You're welcome.
Am I good? Okay, so do you need anything more from me? This is the person that, well, that she's registered. Huh? I know. Where are they? One, 2, 3, 4. So am I done? 5, 6.
Thank you.
8. Okay. So I'll get
8.
So what are you up to?
459.
Good, I'm glad we did.
Yes.
That was fair.
It was fair. Yep, wasn't complete. It does. We now have a total of 459. Good question. Time 15%, yep. But we won't be there yet. We have to go through some of the basic business first.
What do you need me to do?
That has been a problem thus far? Looks like 69.
15%, 69.
Yep.
I do. That's me. He hasn't committed. Okay, what do you need me to do?
All right. So you guys are ready? Ready? I'm getting started.
You need this survey back.
Yes, thank you very much. And by the way, thank you very much. All right. Everybody listen up so we can get started and we can complete the process for this evening. Thank you for your patience. I know it took some time, but this is an outstanding showing for our precinct. We have a total of 459 people here to exercise their rights in the United States of America in this precinct. This is to be very congratulated. Thank you. Now, what I did about, I don't know, was it 45 minutes ago? It was supposed to be 15 minutes before our start. There is a survey that each of you can take online. We found the one participant that was closest to that birth date and did that. If you go online, you can take this survey yourself. It's from the...
We have two people who were in the wrong precinct, but now they've come over to ours. They live in this precinct. What do you want to do with them? They tried to register in the other precinct, and they sent them over here. They were in the building before 7. I don't know which side they're on. They just came in the room.
Unfortunately, they had to be in line at this precinct in order to be counted.
Okay, I'll tell them that.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, I'm trying to keep... We can keep the doors open as long as you like. I think we've done a pretty good job of making sure that everybody's voice counts. Okay, good. All right, so if you go online, there's a Drake-Rutgers study that you can participate in the survey if you like. If you want to know more about it, ask me afterward. I won't keep all of you for that. All right. We are going to call this caucus to order. We have the caucus agenda listed right here on the wall. Basically what we're going to do, we've gotten through the registration portion of the evening. Woo! That was a long one, wasn't it? I'm calling the caucus to order as we speak. We will need to elect a permanent caucus chair and secretary. We will then have our various presentations. We'll go through the viability and divide if we must. And then we will figure out who gets how many delegates based on the total in each preference group. Following that, we'll go through the additional pieces. I'll have to report the results of our caucus, and then we will go forward with choosing who's going to be delegates to the county convention for each preference group. Then we will make sure we have people to be on each of the committees based on who's going to be part of the county convention. Now, just because you don't get picked to be a delegate to the convention does not mean you cannot participate. You can sign up to be an alternate. Alternates are very often seated. Alternates can also participate on the committees. All right. So, we will then go through and have our ratification of the elections. We'll talk about resolutions. And then we'll get to new business. And at last, caucus adjournment. All right? Excellent. Moving along now.
Oh, thank you.
For those of you who didn't hear the question, he wants me to tell you about the process that's going to take off from the county. If you want to go to the national convention, you have to be a delegate to the county convention, to the district convention, to the state convention, and then get elected to go on to the national. So the only way you can do that is if you are participating at each level. But it's a fantastic opportunity to see our democratic process in action and go to Philadelphia at the end of it to see who gets the eventual nomination.
These delegates will be committed to one candidate or the other.
This is true. All right. All right, so bear with me. I have to read you this letter. I wish I could sum up. Dear Iowa Democrats, good evening and welcome to the 2016 Iowa Democratic Party Precinct Caucuses. Congratulations. As a participant in one of our state's most storied traditions, you are now a part of both Iowa and U.S. history. Welcome as well to all of the observers in the room, whether you are a family member, a young student, or a member of the media. We hope you enjoy this opportunity to witness democracy in action. We take our first in the nation role very seriously. Iowans prepare for this night all year by attending events and asking candidates tough questions, by volunteering on campaigns, by knocking doors, making calls, and talking with neighbors at community gatherings. We work very hard to make sure the issues on the minds of all Americans are discussed here in Iowa. Your involvement here tonight demonstrates our continued shared commitment to the important role Iowa plays in the nomination process for the President of the United States. Tonight, we will have a discussion about the issues affecting the future of our country, and we will declare our preferences for the individual we believe to be best equipped to handle those issues. We will also take the first steps in organizing our party for the general election in November. Because the Iowa Precinct Caucuses are the first step in the nomination process for our country's highest office, the eyes of the nation are on us tonight. Note C-SPAN. But after presidential preference is declared and results are reported, we turn inward and begin the process of organizing our party for the general election. The future of our state and the progressive policies our elected Iowa Democrats have fought for over the last several years depend on a strong, organized structure at the Iowa Democratic Party, and the organization begins here tonight. Our precinct caucuses are the largest gathering of Democratic activists in Iowa, and it is an absolute imperative that we take care of necessary housekeeping details tonight, like updating our database of activist information. That means gathering addresses, emails, phone numbers, and information about your community. Please fill out the Iowa Democratic Party survey. Tell us how we can contact you and how you can help us turn our Democratic voters in November. Because we want to have big turnout in November, right? Yeah. Tell us who you think should be running for the school board and the city council, the courthouse, the state house, and the federal Congress. This information is critical to our success in November. If we don't gather this information tonight, then we have missed a critical organizing opportunity to build on the momentum that I know we all feel. All year long, as I've traveled across this state, I've been amazed at the enthusiasm of Iowa Democrats. And so tonight, I'm confident that no matter which issues drive our discussion or which candidate inspires us to action, we are all united by our common desire to continue to move Iowa and our nation forward and ensure every family has the opportunity to succeed. Thank you again for participating in the Iowa Democratic Party's first in the nation precinct caucuses. Have a fantastic night, and let's turn Iowa blue up and down the ballot this November. That was from the chair of the Iowa Democratic Party, Dr. Andy McGuire. All right, so now it is my duty to ask each of you to dig as deeply as you can to help us support funding these caucuses, the conventions, and the party apparatus so that we can continue to bring Democrats up and down the ballot
to November. This is the green envelope. Can I ask for someone to volunteer to carry the green envelope around for me and return it to me for contributions? Free will contributions. Thank you. This is a big cost for us to run these caucuses, so we really appreciate any help each of you can provide.
Start anywhere.
Just, yeah, walk around and please keep hold of it. I need one more volunteer. Awesome. This is for the Polk County Democrats. Also very important because the Polk County Democrats pay a lot of money for each of these caucus sites to happen in Polk County and to put on this caucus presentation. So please help us as well. Thank you. All right, now there are additional letters and petitions that you can read that are on the table in back. If anybody's interested, I'm not going to read all of those to you tonight.
Do you need a motion to carry that to the county? Do you need a motion to have that go to the county for their review? A motion to the county for their review of those. Okay, I'll wait.
All right, so now we are to the stage of election of permanent officers for tonight's meeting. We need a precinct chair. I'm the temporary, like I said. You can choose to nominate others, or we can stick with me since I prepared for this apparently. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Anybody else who would like to run the caucus site?
I nominate for Getch.
Hearing no other nominations, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Thank you. That will help us move along. Now we need to elect a secretary. Dawn Gench, my wife, has been very helpful.
I don't need this job.
Tim Whiskerhoff is also available. He has said that he would be willing to assist.
Then I can take my kids home later.
Anyone else?
I nominate Dawn.
Are you willing to accept the nomination?
Unless Tim really wants it. Yes, I will accept.
Tim, would you like to be a second secretary? All right, so we have Dawn as first secretary and Tim as second secretary, since he was so kind to help us out in a pinch. Any other nominations? Hearing none, all in favor of Dawn Gench as the secretary and Tim Whiskerhoff as the assistant secretary, say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Excellent. Moving right along. All right, we are just about to the exciting stage of electing delegates and alternates. But before we start that, I am going to give each of the campaigns an opportunity to address you. They will each get 3 minutes so that we can move this along. But it's an opportunity for those of you who may not have heard yet what there is to hear. I will do it in alphabetical order by last name. I will start with Elizabeth Buck, who is going to speak as a surrogate for Clinton.
My assistant is here. Cindy and I are co-chairs for the Hillary campaign. My name is Liz Buck. I live on Polk Boulevard. I got committed to Hillary about a year ago when she first ran. I don't think I've ever known a candidate that is more qualified and more experienced that can take the job on the day she's elected. The other reason why I really got drawn to her is we have too many people in this state and in this country who are working hard and are not succeeding and are not financially self-sufficient. And I believe in what she said about that, and I believe in what her platform on those issues. I also was attracted to her this summer when she started talking about Alzheimer's research and the funds that she thought should be important that we put into that research. My family has been greatly touched by Alzheimer's, so I'm really interested in the work she's leading. Cindy, do you have anything else you want to add?
I've been supporting Hillary because she has the most experience and the most qualified on both sides of the aisle. She takes this very seriously. She supported women and children her entire life. And as a mother of 3 daughters, it's high time we elect a female president.
All right, next we have Rick Miller, who is speaking as a surrogate for Martin O'Malley.
As a Democrat, I feel blessed that we have 3 fantastic candidates. And I'm not going to beat around the bush. It has been a very, very hard choice for me, and I made it not very early. I really looked at all 3 candidates and realized that one candidate is great in foreign affairs, another one has energy to spare, and then we have O'Malley that has all the experience as far as being an executive in the governor's position in Maryland and as the mayor of Baltimore. He has been fantastic at working across the aisle, which is what I think is most important in a leader we need today. We need somebody that is less polarizing and somebody who can bring us all together and make decisions and help us move forward. And he's done it. It's not that he proposes it, he's done it. He's done the DREAM Act. He's passed marriage equality through referendum in Maryland. He has done all kinds of things to improve education, making Maryland 5 years in a row the best in education in the nation. He is an excellent candidate that works across the aisle, and I'll end with one little story. He needed to do something about the gun violence following the Stony Brook incident. And he went to people in the hunting community in Maryland. And he worked out a program with them in which they were able to close loopholes and do a lot of other things to make gun safety an issue in Maryland. The NRA came in and made a mass mailing to all Marylanders and told them that they should put down this legislation and not pass it. What did O'Malley do? He sent a letter to everybody too and told them how he'd worked with all of the different hunting constituencies and how they'd come together to make this happen. And it passed. I hope that some of you will come and join us in the O'Malley corner. We need 44 more people to be viable, and some of you can make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, we have Carol Beatty from the Sanders campaign.
Yep. And Jess is going to join me. Come on up here, Jess. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Woo! Do we carry on as we are, or do we fight for fairness?
We fight for fairness!
Bernie asks for fight for a progressive economic agenda that creates jobs, raises wages, protects the environment, and provides health care for all. This is the most important question of our time, and how we answer this will determine the future of our country. Friends and neighbors, I thank you for coming tonight and supporting Bernie Sanders. I really do think he is the leader of our time. I think he is the only person who cares about us, about the working class, about the average everyday guy. So thank you for supporting Bernie Sanders. Thank you, everyone.
Jess, Missouri. I live on Brattleboro Avenue here in Des Moines, and I am here to support Bernie Sanders because when I boil it down, it's Hillary Clinton is fighting to preserve what we have, and Bernie Sanders is fighting for our future. Yeah. I graduated from Iowa State University. I have over $30,000 in debt, and the only presidential candidate who has a clear solution on how our next generation of people aren't going to start their adult life out in the hole is Bernie Sanders. Woo! Bernie Sanders is the guy that's going to make sure we can all go to the hospital and not have to worry if we can pay the bill. Bernie Sanders is the guy that is fighting for us, and it's not just about him. He is clear that it is about all of us in this room. He is clear that it is about grassroots organizations like Iowa CCI Action Fund, who's been in this community for over 40 years fighting for justice. That is, if people say he's not electable and he can't accomplish what he wants, we need to remember that we are part of a grassroots movement. We have organizations here in Des Moines that have been fighting for this and will fight for this, and we will win if we elect Bernie Sanders.
All right, so we are now at that exciting point in the evening where we are going to determine how we will elect our delegates. About what?
Bernie.
No.
And Hillary.
No. Okay. Moving along. I mean, it's up to the group if you want to have more speakers. Okay, just checking. All right, so there's two ways we can proceed. The usual way is that everybody divides up into your preference groups, and we take some time to count everybody off in each preference group and to see who's viable and not viable, and then we have another shift for anybody that's not viable to move around and see if we can get some more viability or not. That's the general way. There's also another way which can speed up the process, but you don't get to do all of the extra caucusing activities that are normally associated. Those extra activities take more time. It's up to you. It's the will of the body. All right? So, the other way you can do it is simply have an election based upon who's here. In order to have the election based upon who's here, and just elect delegates straight up, one round of voting, we would have to have 85% of you agree to go that route. Do I have a motion to attempt that?
How does that voting happen?
We'll get there. Is there a second? Okay, we have a motion and a second, so we now have before us the opportunity to vote on whether or not to proceed with a straight vote or preference groups. So I think the easy way to start this is hold up your hand if you do not want to have a straight vote, you do want to go to preference groups. So hold up your hand.
We don't understand.
You raise your hand and you vote for your candidate when it's time, and we count them out.
You fill out a piece of paper.
We can do that if you want, but that's going to take a lot of time. We would raise hands and count off. I'm telling you, listen, if you want to do it this way, you simply will raise your hand and vote for your candidate, right? We'll say, who's for Hillary? And they'll raise their hands. We'll say, who's for Bernie? And they'll raise their hands. Who's for O'Malley? And they'll raise their hands. Who's uncommitted? And then it's done. But what we're voting on right now is not that. What we're voting on is whether or not to go that route, right? So I need to know if there's more than 15% of us who want to split into preference groups, all right? So if you want to split into preference groups and not have the one vote procedure I talked about, raise your hand.
Which way is simplest? Just let us know which is quickest and simplest. Not for everybody.
Simplest and quickest is to do the straight vote. If you want to do preference groups, raise your hand. When I count you, drop your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Eyeballing it, it looks to the chair like we will split into preference groups. We will split into preference groups. All right, so at this point, would all of the Hillary supporters come to this side of the room And Elizabeth, would you be in charge of counting your supporters? Will all of the Sanders supporters come to this side of the room? And Carol, will you be in charge of counting your supporters? And Rick, will you get your O'Malley folks together in that corner and count them off and give me your total? Is there an uncommitted group? Is there an uncommitted group? If the uncommitted group would go into the back corner, go into the back corner if you're uncommitted.
Back corner.
And can you count off the uncommitteds for me, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Chair?
Have your secretaries help with the count on the big one and cut the time in half.
I'm assuming that they will actually have multiple people do the count.
To count them, or do they
I
have?
have a guy that I just tagged with that. So those will be the easy ones.
Okay.
You may. You got me with
You have another person here?
But okay, so if you guys had a viable candidate, you could send one delegate. Yes. It doesn't matter because these guys are viable.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But what they're going for now.
If you're uncommitted, follow us.
47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. Okay, I've got this group here, 77.
If you haven't been counted yet, now raise your hand. We'll keep going across.
Okay, 77. I got you already? Okay, thank you. 78, 79, 80, 81.
Lower your hands so you get a better count.
82. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Just from here
Can I put
on
my
over,
hand
you
up?
can have your hands up and we'll get you. 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Did I get you guys back there? Okay. Okay, so from the Rayat.
We'll start with you, you're 50.
89. Yeah, just up to the divider, we'll get all of you.
All right, we're going to go.
Okay, 89. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. 100, that's a good number. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 back there for you, 122 for you, sir, okay?
121.
Everybody else, keep your hands up. 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132,
89.
90.
93. 94. 95.
96.
97. 98.
99.
100!
We need to count those standing. What are those?
110. 111.
Okay, we need the next one.
Some of the things I didn't say was Chesapeake Bay was a mess. It had all this pollution going on. The federal government helped give them funds in Maryland and some of the other surrounding states to help clean that up. And it's been almost a model for how to clean up the environment. We could actually take some hints even here in Iowa on that one. But O'Malley was behind that all the way and helped make that happen when he was the governor there. So if you're very environmentally conscious and are interested in those issues, O'Malley's, I think, your person too. He's different than the others because he's done it. He didn't promise it or tell you he's going to try to get it through Congress. He's done it in his state. And he did it by working with Republicans across the aisle to make that happen. So I'm just very confident that if you would come with O'Malley, it would be helpful. But as you know, we need 44 more people to be viable. And it may be a lost cause, but don't stay undecided forever. Please choose somebody sooner or later. Okay.
We will definitely.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here too. Okay,
you're welcome.
sure.
You're welcome. You do.
Environmental issues, and
That's right.
they're still deciding, and they will decide.
How
There's
many
only
are
about
there?
10.
208, 209.
Listen to that.
Bernie Bacon.
211. Everybody thinks they've been counted. 211. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Oh, 212. Oh, 213. 214. Yeah.
Plus one?
What is our...
All right, guys, we have 214.
I'll make the announcement because we got one more. You didn't count.
Who did we count?
Tim.
Who's 10? Oh!
So you have 215, just so you know.
Yeah!
What about the chairman?
We're getting there.
Enough people aren't going in his corner.
8 of us, and they need 44.
I don't know. I'm
This
like
is
an
wonderful.
optimist. Look, I'm a Royals fan, so
Well, how are you
it's like you
observing?
gotta just
Why are you observing as
because I don't live here. I'm just saying that
Where
like
are you here from?
I believe in things that are really possible, and then we won the World Series. Kansas
That's
City.
wonderful.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I'm too optimistic to like that's. You're saying, like, no, the math doesn't work. I get it. I'm just, like, I'm not the person to tell you what's reasonable.
I'm glad that you came to observe.
Me too. It's been so fun. This is really cool. Good job. Okay. Yeah, this is. So, have you done this before?
Yes,
Have
in
you guys-
2008, and I think this crowd is substantially larger.
I want to.
We'll probably have to count you in. Are you joining us, Rod? Please do. Oh,
Can you give us some so we're viable? Otherwise, Hillary's going to take three
do you want to be a
delegates.
delegate? Who wants to be
Okay.
Does anybody want to be a delegate?
No.
But we would love for you to join us. Let's change. I mean, this will be a big deal.
We all want to know what's in it for us.
Pizza? Can I take you out for pizza?
All right, pizza.
All right. Yeah. I live across the street from him. I'm buying y'all pizza. Will you
same
join
here.
us? We'd love to have you join us. I really would like you. Like you did. Guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Give us 20.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah, but I do love you for
I don't know. All right, Carol.
I need Rick. I need Rick from O'Malley. I need Rick from O'Malley and Carol from Sanders. Elizabeth Buck. Not yet. We don't switch them yet. I have to confirm the total. I have to confirm the total. We are not moving on to changing colors yet. We have to confirm the current numbers with each campaign. Elizabeth. Okay, so here's what we currently show. We show 8 uncommitted, 26 O'Malley, 210 Clinton, 215 Sanders for a total of the total number of
Oh, good. That's good.
459.
Yeah.
We've got a great thing going, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
now keeping with that,
Okay.
let me.
We need a
Just-
second count.
Well, we'll have to go through and do another realignment. Now, if I can just get you each to initial this so that we are all in agreement at this point,
Sure.
that would be helpful.
And there were 8 undecided.
Yeah, 8 uncommitted. That way, at least along the way, we're keeping track of each other.
Okay.
That's the first step. Thank you.
Thank you.
My
Thanks.
people are ready
All right.
to be bought.
Okay. Next step. We were able to complete that relatively quickly. We'll be able to complete the next one even more quickly, but what I need to have people do, listen up. At this point, Uncommitted and O'Malley are both unviable. So that means that you either need to attract people to your group or realign to another group that is viable. So if I give you 5 minutes, will that be enough for everybody to make their move? 5 minutes? What? There are 8 uncommitted, 26 O'Malley, 218 I believe, no, 215 for Sanders and 210 for Clinton. I was trying to do it from memory, my apologies. All right, listen up, one more thing to say, one more thing. In order to be viable, your group has to have at least 69 members. Okay, 5 minutes.
I see that sticker. You got to take that sticker off your hand.
She's not undecided. She wants a woman president. She wants a girl. Don't you? Tell your mom. Are you guys still uncommitted?
Yeah, they are.
We would really like to meet. We said, you working on it? We're working on it.
Talk about education. Talk about why Hillary is better than Sanders on education.
Okay, you want to do that one?
Somebody do it.
I have a quick Yeah, I'll absolutely do it. Hillary has been on the education, on the side of teachers and education from the get-go. You look back at her hair was whatever, and she had the eyebrows. National Education Association. She is so strong on what needs to be done for all our kids. And
What about the college plan?
Ooh, I like her college plan.
Okay, tell me about the college plan.
The college plan is you will get Bernie's is I'll stick with Hillary. Yeah, just stick with ours. For that time, just stick with ours. Yeah, it's going to be equitable for all kids to get to college. We're going to make it happen for all kids.
But the kids are going to have some skin in the game.
Oh yeah.
They're not just going to get free college.
No. They've got to make it. They've got to produce. They've got to make it. They won't be able to stay in.
Bernie wants it free for everybody, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to pass Congress. I mean, he's got his plan, he's got his tax plan, and it's got a long road to go. Bernie crosses aisles both sides. He's been doing it his whole life.
My concern is if it's free, Jim.
No, I get it. I think
state
kids,
quality.
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't believe that it should be free for anybody.
But his plan is for free for everybody.
It is free, but who knows if that's going to pass?
Yeah,
He's got a plan just like Hillary has a plan.
Yep.
She also wants hers to be free too.
I think it's the first 2 years, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, I think that's what Barack's putting out there the first 2 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, which makes sense in our community college.
I think that's a small issue in the whole campaign.
Yeah, but it might be a big issue
It might be a big
this
issue
one.
for these two.
Right.
The teacher.
I get that. And kids, we both have kids. I mean, it's going to be expensive.
Right. I know that.
What do you want to be with that?
To tell you the truth, it's just infinitesimal, the difference between the two. Like I said,
So you're not going for experience.
I know.
You're not going for experience in someone that has dedicated her entire life to public service. You're giving that all up. There will never be another female candidate
just don't
with
want
the
a Republican
qualifications
in there.
as
I
you
know that. So come on, Rick.
But
come on.
Ultimately, I'm worried that she is vulnerable. But what really amazed me was the 11 hours of Benghazi hearings that just raised her in my esteem so much. I was really for Hillary
She has
a second
standed the
choice
test
for
of
something.
time in every mudslinging thing you have sent at her.
Yes.
She has stood her ground.
And the thing is, everybody talks about her baggage that she carries. She really doesn't have that much baggage, but the Republicans keep piling it on her.
They don't want to run against her because they know they're going to lose. They don't want to run against her. So don't we Democrats?
Are you select Bernie?
Don't we Democrats want to elect somebody that's going to make
It's not supposed to come down to the precinct captain, really.
But here's
people depend on you.
Bernie Sanders is fighting for a future.
I'm going to go work on your Hillary.
If you want this country to stay the same, you go vote for Hillary.
What do I do? Hillary Clinton has been doing it her entire life.
So
Her
has
entire
Bernie
life.
Sanders.
Her entire life.
Bernie Sanders, I am the next generation of this country, and
I
I
know.
have $30,000 of student loan debt, and Hillary does not have a plan to help
Yes, she
out
does.
my
She
situation.
has more plans than
No,
ever
she does
in
not.
everything. And
Bernie
it's not
has-
about raising your taxes.
But I'm not okay with the status quo anymore. I am not going to
Neither
fight
is
to
she.
preserve what we have. I'm going to fight for my future. My future
And
is
she's
free
not.
health care and free
she's not.
education.
Who's going to pay for free health care and education? Somebody's
rich.
going
We
to
need
pay
to
for
tax
it.
the corporations.
Everyone's
We need
going to
to
get
close
taxed.
tax
If you
loopholes.
think you're not going to get taxed, you're living in a pipe dream. Everyone will get taxed.
Read any of the fact checkers.
He came up at the end and
The
said,
bottom line is you and me shouldn't have to pay more.
What about you guys?
It
You will
is
pay more.
big corporations that need to pay more.
I do not want to be pounded with student debt when I graduate from college. Bernie Sanders is the only one with a viable.
I don't want to pay.
Yes.
Pretty energetic, a lot of youth vote.
Right. It's ironic. He's 74 years old.
Yeah.
But
All right,
think
so-
about it, in the 60s,
Right.
he was the same guy as he is now. He's never changed. And what we need
Has she though? Has she really been all over the place?
Yeah, she's like, well, yeah. She's.
All right. Well, I think the majority of the O'Malley went for Bernie.
Yes.
Yes. And there can't be but a couple that
And we
are.
were promised a delegate.
Now.
Possibly. What does it involve?
And
We have to give out a day to go to this weekend convention. It used to be a Saturday all-day event, and there will be 3 of them. And
That's why there's an alternate,
but there's
because
kind of
somebody gives up
they're
usually.
spaced out. They're spaced out about 1 a month, or 1 every 2 weeks. It goes all the way through the summer.
At the time she got the emails, they were unclassified. And somewhere along the way, it changed. She has been
you done?
open with everything. Open with everything. And you've got a daughter here, and don't you want to show her that a female can be in the White House?
All right.
Elizabeth Warren could be his
Todd.
choice.
Jim.
All right, Randy.
We'll see you.
Okay. See you later.
Thanks. You got a dad that's fighting for you.
Are we ready for the new count? Precinct chairs, please. Do your count and let me know.
Are you starting on that side now?
Precincts. Windsor Heights. The undecided have realigned.
I just did. There was nobody back there.
Okay, so all of the
Undecided.
undecided
And all O'Malley
realigned.
and now commencing recounts for Clinton and Sanders.
So I might not be able to download it because right now I'm not finding anything that's supporting a Mac. Isn't that helpful?
John, is there anyone down here when we didn't count the first time? Let's read the first one. Is there anybody over here that wanted the original head count? There's only been
70, 71, 72, 73. 71. All right, we're at 73.
Yeah, so we're 231. We're at 231. 21. Is there anybody else? This is really important. Anybody else? We're at 232.
Yeah. So did O'Malley and undecided all dissolve?
I don't know. They all went over or not. We'll find out in a minute.
Are you going to call the count again?
They're counting. Yeah, so that's done. Yeah.
I'll take 5. So,
155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162, 163. Both of you too. Hi, Steve. 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178. All right, at 178. Okay, raise your hands again. 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210. Most of here, 211, 212, 213, 214, 215, 216, 217, 218, 219. Anyone I missed? Yeah, 220, 221, and then 222, and then there's a guy up at the table, 223. 223! Woo!
Did you count?
Oh, no, I didn't count you.
How about me?
No, but you were counting my first count.
Okay, so you just added
I
the
just
people
added
that
the
joined
people
up.
that I had.
So how many do we have?
232.
232, okay.
So what do you have?
223?
Yeah.
How many?
Does that add up right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
456.
So it's a 5-4 split.
I've got 455 now.
Well, somebody must have left.
Theirs was
Could be.
how many
I
are we
watched-
missing?
We're missing
People walked out the door.
Some people walked out the door.
Yep. And that's okay. We don't.
Wait, one.
Did you get counted?
Yeah, you didn't count me.
Okay, no, we need him in there too. Thank you.
456.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what we have.
We have 5 and we have 4.
We have 232, 224 for a total of 456. Right? So everybody in agreement?
So we lost 3 people.
Yeah, we lost 3.
We have that person that went to the restroom.
They came back.
Yeah, everybody came down.
All right, so initial forming.
224 equals 456.
Now we have 232.
Okay, you got that one down. Yeah. So does that mean a 5-1 split?
It kind of looks like it might be. I have to run the math now.
Did you guys not? You didn't just count the new people, right? You counted everyone.
We
again?
counted everybody.
Yep. So we're 232.
Yeah. And the numbers are working out if we think a couple
We think it
people
works
left.
out. It works out.
Oops, excuse me.
232 times 9 divided by 4.54. So round up. So the math through.
We're at 232. They're at 224.
You just recounted the people who added, who joined the group.
Yeah, we sent them want to make sure they counted everyone.
There were
not
3 people that left, so we do know that 3 people left.
Okay. We heard them
So
specifically
why would
in
they
their precinct.
recount?
We're going from section to section. Is anyone like counting people that joined?
If you want to raise a motion to the body to be heard, I
just
will
want
be
it to
happy
be
to hear
accurate.
that. I know. They said they found that there are 3 people that left. So if you want to challenge those results and do another count.
The vote, so you guys know what the vote was.
But the numbers
so
do
far.
add up.
The numbers do add up.
Yes. The
And they
numbers.
counted 224. Our total, the first round was 459.
Right
so
on the money.
Right on the money. So if 3 people walked out, we're still right on the money.
But here's the thing,
with
if-
our
if
count
they
at 232 and 226.
But if they only-
Just a second,
Let
you
me-
will have an opportunity. I will announce the total, and then you can challenge it.
Yeah,
and then
we
we can
just
have
want to say, like, if they only count the people who joined their group, they're not getting a full count of the 10 people who potentially left.
People
So
could have
we're saying-
left. People could have left.
And so we're saying they need to actually count every individual body, not just
Every individual body. But we have
I'm telling you how that works. If you want to challenge it, then challenge it. But you have to wait until I announce the vote.
Both sides, like you guys.
All right.
There's no reason to question.
If you only count the people you added.
Here's where we now stand. Hold on. Here's where we now stand. Uncommitted 0. O'Malley 0. Clinton 232. Sanders 224. For a total of, hold on, 456. We lost 3 people in the melee, apparently. So, I understand there may be some consternation about the count. If anybody wishes to challenge that for a recount.
Recount, I would like to challenge.
Is there a second? Hold on. Is there a second? There is a second. We will have a majority vote, and we will see how that plays out. So, the vote is, if you vote yes, you want a recount. If you vote no, you don't want a recount. Does that make sense? Everybody understand what we're voting for? By the way, just so you know, the difference here will not change the delegate math. There are only 9 delegates. I do not believe it will change the delegate math. But, that being said, I could be wrong. So, all in favor of a full recount, raise your hand. All against a full recount, raise your hand. The nays appear to have it. The nays do have it. So bear with me a second. I have to do the math and report this. Unfortunately, the reporting app is not working appropriately, so I have to do it by hand.
So it would be 232 for Hillary 4.549.
I've got 4.392.
Change your number to 256.
No, you do not change the number to 456. You stick with the original number.
So I have 232.
We're doing the result by rounding. That's the original number. That's what we use. It does not change.
Because the math's going to tell. It's going to help me. The math. I wanted to make sure I had all the numbers. The Hillary thing's going to tell us the number. Oh Jesus! Count the total number of attendees at the caucus. You can't type it. No. What does it look like? That's what I figured.
All right. I do get a confirmation. The way the caucus math works out, when you do the formula, you take the total number of votes for each preference group times 9, which is the number of delegates we're electing, divided by the original count of 459 participants. That gets, on Sanders, 4.39. With the 232 for Clinton, doing the math, you get 4.55. The rules then say for anything above 0.5, you round up. For below 0.5, you round down. Hence, 4 delegates for Sanders, 5 delegates for Clinton. Do I hear any objections? Okay, I need Carol and Elizabeth.
Okay, you are for candidate A, so I need your signature there.
Elizabeth, everybody, we still have more work to do. Elizabeth.
Yeah, they're leaving.
I know.
I can sign.
I need her. Oh, can you do it?
We're co-chairs.
Okay, good. So you're the Clinton, you're B. Right there. Awesome. Thank you.
I know you're wrong.
I can't stop. Okay, Secretary.
This actually
But no, we'll give you as much of what you want, whatever, as much as you want.
But you have to go to get to the national.
Look, baby. I gotta look at I travel a lot this spring.
Can I help you?
32, 222. Yep. Total 446. Wait.
Yep. But to
Correct. Yes.
this ties
I don't know their full. For Sanders, her name was Carol Beatty, B-A-T-Y. And for Clinton, there were, well, I mean, each of them actually had more than one. But for Clinton, it was Cindy
answer to that. I was going to this was the first round.
That's just.
You did a great job with the stickers.
That's a good point. Let's ask him. I don't know who that. I don't want to be misquoting. I don't know for sure who the Bernie Sanders person was who spoke on his behalf. I'm confident that it was Elizabeth Buck and Cindy
Peterson for
Clinton.
Right, how do you spell Cindy?
Last name. Is that what you mean?
No, Cindy. Is it Cindy with a Y or Cindy with an I? Or?
It is an I. I guess you're right. CYNDI. And PEDERSON.
Elizabeth Buck was the woman with the shorter hair, right?
Say that again?
Elizabeth Buck was the woman with the shorter hair, right?
Yes.
All right. We do have a sheet. Yes. Well, that makes it a lot faster, doesn't it?
I move that we accept all planks to go to the county convention, all platform planks. Second. If anybody has any, let's bring them all forward and let's accept them all. Don't you think? You guys okay with that?
Yes, let county deal with it.
Let the county deal with all the planks.
Where do they go?
This one right here. Anybody opposed to that?
Do we have to vote on that?
We do.
We will have to vote on that, yes.
All those in favor?
Hold on. Getting ahead of us. All right. So we have before the body a motion to accept all platform planks. Do we have all platform planks up here?
I've got a couple more. I gotta get our children.
All platform planks and what? All platform planks and what else?
We have them all up here, that's all.
Here's the plank. Thank you.
Excellent.
I got it. Thank you for reminding me.
Do we still have one more?
Do you need people to vote on that, Drew?
Hold on. All right. Have I now received all platform planks that want to be submitted? All right. So the vote here is, do you want to accept all platform planks without reading each one and debating each one? Okay? All in favor of accepting all platform planks without debate, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. It appears the ayes have it. Woo. All right. Now I just need to get you the delegate form, which was here.
I got your pen. We haven't taken anything from you, Drew.
Is it under the pile there somewhere?
These are empty. What is it? What are we looking for? I'm sorry.
Oh, I need to sign up with delegates.
These are all that.
All right.
We won 5 delegates.
So we have 5 delegates for the Hillary campaign. Do we have 4 delegates for the Sanders campaign? Almost? Okay. Remember, if you want to go and you're having problems, volunteer to be an alternate. They still go and almost always get seated.
Okay, so we got to figure out, does anybody not want to give up? We're going to take all the alternates are going to go, guys. We'll write your name down. The chances are you're going to go. Okay, we got it.
All right.
No, other names.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, who are the 5 again? 5 around.
Thank you, sweetheart.
2, 3, 4, 5. Are we okay with those 5? And the rest of you guys will all be alternates? Everybody to sign the paper.
All right, while you guys are in that process, I have a statement I am to read. It's not going to probably matter at this point.
John? You should check out where I work. I work at a grassroots nonprofit called CCI Action, or CCI. We work on...
And why don't you give us a phone number too?
A lot of issues, but my focus specifically is building corporate advocacy.
And tell me what your first name is.
And we also fight for teams
Trace.
and
James. Thanks. Okay, thank you, James. Thanks for volunteering to be involved. Do you want to put your information down?
The population of the
It
respective
is. There's not affordable
constituencies.
housing. You should check out CCI too. We've been there. We're right on Bruce Forest. Oh yeah. Just about there.
Yeah.
We're on the corner of Forest and MLK. I was going around Texas. My daughter's in way back, so I came to come back with her family, and so it's like,
Thank you. Let's see. Casey, here you go. Ooh, Casey, sorry.
It's all right.
We had a lot of fun.
okay. Well, you're out of Texas. It's not bad either. I know Austin's pretty. Yeah. No, but it's still Texas.
All right, just so that everybody knows the upcoming dates
Daughter and raising a family.
The Polk County Convention is Saturday, March 12th.
Susan, nice to meet you.
Registration starts at 7 a.m. They call it the word.
Thanks, Casey. It's nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
I'm Charlie Brown.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Well, here you go, dear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Once you have your delegates selected, if you want to come up and fill them in on the delegate selection sheet, that would be great. Sanders campaign.
These are the platforms.
Excellent, thank you. There will be. What's that? Yeah, absolutely. I have a sheet for you to sign your delegates on up here. So bring up your delegates and they can fill it in. Now, delegates and alternates. We are allowed to have people become part of the platform committee and committee on committees, okay? So if you're signing your information onto the form as a delegate or an alternate, you can also select which one of the committees you want to be on. The platform committee will accept all of the various planks and resolutions that were submitted and debate them for submission as part of the Iowa Democratic Party platform eventually, but this step will be the Polk County Democrats. The Committee on Committees has the Rules Committee, which sets the rules for the convention, and they also have the Arrangements Committee, which will do the logistics for the convention. So when you come up and sign in, fill out the bubble on which one of those you would like to be part of.
Are you going to be an alternate? Are you a Sanders or? Okay, then you need to, yeah.
No, it's all on the same.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Okay. So how do we start that? Then it's here, right here.
Right
here.
Right, the reference group.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if we did it right.
We did.
Okay.
All right, we still have a little bit more business. I'm sorry?
Alternate sheet?
I think they sign on this as alternate as well, don't they?
I don't know. We got a bunch of alternates that want
Alternate.
Oh, wraps. Then mine needs to go on the other side.
I'm sorry.
Elizabeth, is this your phone?
Yes.
All right, so we still have some remaining business that we will need to accomplish before we can adjourn.
That'll work.
First of all, we will need to ratify our slate so that it can't be challenged, right? We also need to elect somebody to the Polk County Central Committee.
I nominate
people.
Drew. You want to be that?
I've been on it for years.
Second.
Perhaps as punishment.
As punishment, thank you.
Does anybody else want? Is it two people?
It is two.
Who else? Does anybody want to? You guys? Anybody want to
It's a
represent?
great opportunity to be on the
wanna
ground
do it?
floor.
Hey, right here.
He wants to
It's
be on the
Saunders.
committee?
Yeah.
Great. Super. You guys okay with him being on the central committee?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Agreed.
What's your name?
Casey. Very excited. Love it.
Are you a delegate or am I a delegate? Okay.
Committee, I'll be right there.
Alternates on the back
Look
side.
at the bottom. Yep, on Bell Avenue, the plumbers and steam fitters. All right. I've been part of it for a long time. It's just a good way to get involved in the Democratic Party locally.
You'll love it.
All right.
And then next 4 years from now, you'll be helping the
So hold on, as soon as we have everybody's names down and all of them listed appropriately for alternate versus delegate, and whether or not you want to be part of one of the
These are some
committees.
of our alternates, and he needs to be an alternate too.
No, like I said, we'll have to ratify the slate. Were there any other nominations to the Polk County Central Committee?
Do you have any other
We have the two.
Are you an
Nobody
alternate?
else? All right. All in favor of the slate of Drew Gensch and state name? Louder. Casey Erickson. Casey Erickson. Say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Congratulations.
You'll represent us well, I'm sure.
Yes.
But you went.
We have a bunch of alternates to sign up too.
With Obama, was that?
Oh yeah, I worked on this too.
Cool.
Are your feet cold?
No, that's how I used to go.
I couldn't do that. Yeah, is she on the list already?
Are you a delegate or not?
Delegate for
Okay. This side?
Oh, that was my coffee.
Good save.
Drew, do we have to do anything with the chairs?
C-SPAN would like it if we'd help them put some of the chairs back appropriately, and I'm not sure how that actually gets done, but yes.
I have no idea what it looked like. Did anybody take a picture of what it looked like before?
Rounds through here, longs through here.
Where's Rupel? Rupel!
He just told you.
Okay.
So Cindy, eventually these rounds are going to come out here.
Do you want to be on either of the platform or committee on committees? You don't have to cover the, or you can.
We don't want to. Speakers for the candidates.
Oh, yes. Drew, what's the name of
The names of the individuals who spoke on behalf of the campaigns.
That was Elizabeth Buck on behalf of Clinton, and I don't have the second name.
Cindy Peterson, our neighbor.
Cindy Peterson,
I see
yeah.
the Sanders and O'Malley person.
Sanders, it was Carol Beatty.
It's spelled Beatty?
B-A-T-Y.
And who was from Mark O'Malley?
That was Rick Miller.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what's your last name?
Gensch, G-E-N-T-S-C-H.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
That's your fourth one, right?
No, we have 1, 2, 4, 4, and I'm going to be in all.
So rounds on the sides and
Help
rectangle
direct
down the
them
middle.
to how to reset this, please.
So is that right?
It's okay, you know.
Thanks, ladies, you're good at this.
So
Hold on, we just have one more vote.
Oh, we have another vote.
43.
Sanders, and do I put? Oh, I'm on the alternate. Yeah. Now I have another guy who signed up to be an alternate, but gave me the information. Do you put it on? Yes. Well, these are the only alternate house of cards. He's a clown.
I filled out mine on the wrong side.
Oh.
And then I have these to put in.
Our final count was
232.
232 to 224. 4. 6. Yeah. 8. Thank you. You're going to be an alternate?
Thank you.
Oh, you are? Okay. Hey, you did a really good job.
Are you a delegate?
This is the largest I've done.
How many have you done? Because like you're a great women leader.
I don't know.
A lot, huh? Enough to know what you're doing, darn it.
I've probably done at least at least 7 or 8. I don't know.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Do you want to go ahead and fill out your alternate?
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for sticking with us.
I would like to thank all of you for being here and for helping. All of you that helped tonight, thank you very much. That's been a huge help. Getting everybody registered, all the counts done, organizing your folks.
No problem. Do you think they want to sweep this before we put the tables out?
I have no idea. They probably would, wouldn't they?
Sit down.
What was the O'Malley guy's name?
Okay, so
Huh?
Rick or Greg? The O'Malley guy's name.
Rick?
Who's with?
So mine.
Miller? Yeah.
So do you remember where these tables were? All the way down there. And then where were all the chairs?
Yeah, we were on together.
She's helping, I think.
Is she?
Yeah, she's here. Megan,
Well, she would know how this is set up.
I know, I've
She
already
eats in
talked to
here.
her. Can you bring my coat up? Megan? No.
Yeah. Tim, thank you very much. I really appreciate you stepping up.
I didn't do it.
So good to see you.
Yeah, good.
We need to get together.
I know.
It shouldn't be like this.
I know it over, but that's okay that we see each other this way too.
Yeah, that is good.
Oh, we've been talking about wanting to have you guys over.
Yeah.
For ages. But we don't. Do we have a phone number now?
Yes. No. I can't believe I'm using paper.
Here, I'll keep it.
No, I have
You
one
wanna
more
keep
vote
it
as
for
soon as we get to the
posterity's
delegates.
I kind of want to keep
You can keep it. Go for it.
Can I?
Yes.
All right.
I have it here. We're
I
good.
think that's. I think
Yeah.
very
Keep your sticker.
To organize all
Keep your
this.
sticker.
Okay. Thank you.
And don't forget your scarf and your copy and your phone, if that's what's there.
That's my Kindle.
Oh,
I thought I was bored.
Thanks. Okay.
No, there's one more vote.
Blue folder, anybody?
Okay, can we?
Okay, Julie, I don't know if we have time. We're supposed to report this to Hillary, the delegate, and alternate our names.
Oh my goodness, okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Whoops.
If you want to take a picture.
Oh yeah, we can take a picture of it. Would it work?
I think so. 61279.
Yeah, as soon as we get all the names, I need to get everybody to vote it, to ratify it. Otherwise, you can be challenged.
Don't leave. You still need to vote.
We only have one more vote. If I can get you guys to vote, it'll be just a second.
He's like, I want to go watch your rally and see.
It was fun. See you after the national convention.
So you hearing any audio? You not hearing any audio?
All right, so here's the final vote of the evening. If all of the remaining attendees could listen up and
Okay, I don't have any audio.
confirm this slate. We need to ratify this slate. All right, as you know, we have myself, Drew Gensch, and Casey Erickson as the members of the Polk County Central Committee from this precinct. We also have Cindy Peterson, Elizabeth Crimmings, John Lacey, Aaron Dingus, and Deborah Fish as delegates for the Clinton campaign. We have Casey Erickson, Jana Rude, Lillian Browning, and Jessica Mazur as delegates for the Sanders campaign.
Carol, does that sound right? Those names? sound like the delegates?
Deborah Fish is on the platform committee. Casey Erickson is on the platform committee. Jana Rude is on the platform committee, and Lillian Browning on the platform committee. Alternate delegates, we have Benjamin Fee for Clinton, Carol Beatty for Sanders, Charlie Brown for Sanders, Mary Frymuth Helt for Clinton, Julie Fleming for Clinton, Kristen Anderson for Clinton, Ann Disher for Clinton, Ben Cumphrey for Clinton, Aaron Dingus for Clinton, Deborah Fish for Clinton. Can I have a motion to ratify that slate? Do I have a second?
Carol, if you have any other alternates you want to write down, it's fine.
Okay.
All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. Excellent. We have ratified the slate. Are we now ready to adjourn? Yes. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for all of your service and your help. I appreciate you for sticking around to the bitter end.
I need to.
Thank you for your service.
Can I take a picture of that, maybe?
Hillary just wants, the campaign wants to track
Yes.
them long term, so we get them all to the county convention.
Yes.
Can you read that, Julie?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna close down.
Huh?
I need to take the kids home.
Okay.
These are not in order.
That's fine.
Started.
I just need to package stuff up, so I have to take the time to figure
What's
out
your
how
cell
that goes.
number?
205-1375. Or if you want to take the sheet and mail it, it's fine too.
How about
Oh, yes, hello, I'm sorry.
I'll just start writing these down.
No, I'm sorry, I couldn't talk to you.
No, not at all.
What can I add?
Because I'm sure you're as exhausted.
Drew, is there anything else we can do to help clean
What can I
up?
help you with?
I just need to get all these documents put away properly, and
Okay.
then I have to.
So do you think you want all these chairs back, or do you think they want to sweep it up first?
You bet.
I'm guessing with how much is on the floor, they probably want to sweep it first.
Yes, let me give you my card.
Okay, thank you very much.
And they know how it goes better than I do. I have no
Yeah, he
idea.
said it goes round on this side and then longs.
Tomorrow and Wednesday early afternoon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll start with Cindy then.
Yeah, great to meet you.
We're going to start with Cindy.
So yes, but I
We're going to go to Rick, and then we're going to go to David.
Yep, thank you. Or grab my coat.
You can stay and listen to the others. Or, I didn't know what was his or you can go.
I started putting in the alphabetical order.
What's that? 1, 2, 2, 1.
These are, I tried to put the new ones.
Cindy Peterson, Rick Miller, David Hoffman.
Well, many of them said that. Oops. Do you want my water?
What's the statewide? Does anybody know what the statewide?
Final tally, 224 for Hillary, or 224 for Bernie, 232 for Hillary. Is that right by you?
What's the Republican?
4. Nope, go ahead. Yes. The Republican one here, Detroit, he got, it was like 110 or something. He got like 85 for the votes. He was like 17 votes. He still got 85. That was more.
Thank you. I'm just trying to, yeah, I have to, this just all goes to the county auditor.
No, everybody looks great. You guys look really good. I'm gonna be honest. And I've seen some people on TV that don't look good, but you guys look really good.
Cool. Very cool.
What is the state like?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Anybody know what show statewide?
Can't bring our stuff down.
So, news from the Associated Press as this Democratic caucus wraps up. News tonight that Martin O'Malley, former governor and mayor, ending his campaign, coming in at about 1% or so in the various news organizations' number crunching. Also, this result of this caucus that we've had live for you here on C-SPAN 2 ends up with 5 delegates for Hillary Clinton and 4 delegates for Bernie Sanders. In a few minutes, we're going to watch a Republican caucus, which is run differently than the Democratic caucus we just saw. And we're taking your comments on Facebook and Twitter about what you're seeing in the Iowa caucuses tonight. James posted, "The press polls all too involved in the process. Let people make up their minds independently without media influence." Joe Smith asked the question on Facebook, "Are there any non-white under 60 people in Iowa?" And Frida writes, "I've never been to a caucus. My state doesn't get its turn until May. I was surprised each party and each state has different rules. I'm not clear if Iowa works the same way as my state. Looks like I'm getting a crash course in civics this evening. I hope C-SPAN does this for all the states. For once being on the West Coast, an afterthought to D.C. may be to my benefit. I intend to caucus this year. Historical." Continue to post your comments if you'd like on Facebook.com/C-SPAN. After the Iowa caucuses tonight,